Good evening, everybody. How the devil are you on this? Well, it's a bit of a dreak night here tonight. It's been pretty much like this all week. Anyway, that's by the by. I'll bring the guys in. And tonight we've got Mark, the gentleman wood turner, and we've got Baron von Kirkwood blowing raspberries at people for some unknown reason. And
I should have played the Phantom Raspberry Blower.
I'll just change camera and show you what we're going to be doing. So tonight on the lathe, I have got a piece of oak with some burr in it. It's still quite wet. Excuse me. And I didn't trim it very well when I was using the chainsaw. So I've got part of it here, which is about 2 1/4, 2.5 inches thick, and I've got a big bit round here, which is about 3 1/4 thick. So I'm going to have to do some work on it to get it rounded off. So I'll start doing that. I'm turning at around about 800 revs. I'll start getting this sorted out, and the guys can let me know what's happening in the chat.
Okay, I'll let you know what's happening in the chat. What's happening right now is various bits of text are scrolling up the screen.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
It's just text scrolling up the screen, Wayne. Is something else you want me to do with this? Some letters are going past. More letters are going past, followed by some letters and some letters. There's some different colours
just letters?
too.
No words?
Yeah, some words. Oh, right, I see where you're coming from.
Read their names out, man.
Right, we have Andy H, we have Barry Chitty, we have Copper Earl Wood Turning, and Dave Oakley, David Nicol, David Vaughan, Douglas Mungham, Gary Letizier, Gerard the French Turner, Odd Pod Woodwork, James Cavan, James Crawford, Jennifer's Crafting Creations, the lovely Joe Senior, Mark Pritchard, Pat Cumming, Paul Houghton, Rob C.P., Robert Dom and Steve Hale, Steve Scott, Terry Bartlett, Frontdeck Craftsman, TJ Turning, Wayne the Wood Turner, Wood Wizarded by Colin, and Wood Woman by Barry. Everyone out there, welcome indeed to this warm night here in Surrey. Oh, wait a minute. He's not in Surrey. He's in Dumfries. Bugger. At the top of the chat, we have a link to someone's video. Who's that video to, Wayne?
That's to Rob CP's channel. It's not to a specific video. It's just to his channel. So if anybody hasn't subscribed to Rob, pop across and have a look at the 2 videos that he did turning the Trombleur.
Very nice.
Absolutely awesome. If you're not subscribed, go and subscribe. The guy deserves it.
Yeah. What he did
the
was
gold subscribe. Sorry, Mark.
What?
After you, sir.
Yeah, what he did on that live was just stunning. Stunning work.
I do have a question for Rob. I do have a question for Mark. Mark. Rob, how much swearing was involved in the making of that particular piece? Well, you're considering that. Wendy from Tintin Crafts has come into the chat.
Evening, everybody in the chat. How are you all?
Oh, Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman's in. I said that earlier on. Doesn't matter. Hi, Lewis. How's Canada?
And also in the description of the video, there's a link to Mark's premiere tonight, and also a link to my Buy Me a Coffee page.
Rob reckons he only swore 3 times, maybe.
To be fair to him, there wasn't much in the way of language.
Gary Wazen?
Then he was talking Geordie, so I couldn't understand what he was saying anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. I learned some more Geordie words. What were they? Why, man. Nuki Brown. Nuki Brown.
You're joking, man.
Durham. Durham. I think I've drawn a blank now. Oh, Newcastle United. There we are.
Away the lads.
Pete from Twisted Trees is in the chat. Good evening, Pete. How twisted are your trees today?
He was first in, I think.
Was he? You know, you can't trust these things. 49 is in, watching you, sir. 14 thumbs up. Folks, remember, if you really like what Wayne does across the course of the video, please hit that thumbs up. Question, Ryan. I see that the master has finally put the name of his lathe on Spinny.
Yes, but the lathe is now called Spinny.
I might have gone with Axie, but hey.
I just said Turner.
So what does the VB get called? And what is the little demo lathe get called then if this one's Spinny?
That's going to be Baby Spinny.
Baby Spinny.
I've also got Brushy.
What about the daddy?
There's Brushy.
Hi, Brian.
And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have Bangy as well.
That new hammer.
Yeah.
So what's the VB36 called then? There's Baby Spinny.
What's what called, son?
What's the VB36 called?
Oh, that's called. Well, what is that called?
Puff the
Greeny
Magic Dragon?
Spinny. Yeah, Greeny Spinny.
Dear. Brian.
Hotspot says he can't wait to see Wayne's family photos for Christmas.
So, I mean, coming into your workshop now, a bit like, like a scene from The Three Bears. You come in and go, this lathe was too big and this lathe was too small, but this lathe was just right. Is that how this goes?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to wear some kind of dress and a yellow wig?
He's not going to make us call him Goldilocks again, is he?
That's where I'm heading. Steve Ashton a ton is in. Hi, Wade. Sorry I'm late. Had to persuade my kettle it wasn't a toaster. Hi, Worms. Hiya, peeps. Steve, I really like that sentence. I have no idea where you're coming from, but I like this sentence. QQQ from Gerard, he says, I suppose the VB is called Giant Green Spinning.
Yep.
Wendy is again telling me that Wendy's in when I said Wendy was in earlier on. Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Pay attention, Wendy.
Do. It's all right, Wendy. Yeah, be fine. When you're here, we'll tell you lots
Eric
of alcohol.
Hi, Eric.
Oh. Still reckon there's a...
that's what I haven't done. I haven't brought the 1,000 giveaway bowl out.
Oh, nope. When you go in, ask... you're not going to get that right now, are you?
No, I'll wait a wee while.
Good man.
I have done the draw already.
Door 60.
Door 60's in? Oh, look at that. In stereo. Get a barbershop quartet going soon. Zombie reckons he's turning charcoal this afternoon.
Good man. I expect nothing less.
Have you stabilized it using any resin, young Zed? Doug Miller at Woodspun Rounds in.
Evening, Doug.
Paul Kavanagh's in.
Pete from Twisted Trees has this to offer. He says VB doesn't need a name. Now there is no room in the workshop for a Wayne will just have to post it down to VB care home. I'll arm wrestle you for it, Pete, kind of thing.
Somebody is selling the VB on
I saw that.
eBay at the moment.
3.5K.
Yeah.
Saw that. Nearly sent a man a message. Fella put it on the watch list.
He has got other bits for sale as well, but they're not on the eBay thing.
I reckon it's a 4K purchase for the right person.
To tell you the truth, I think they'd be lucky to get 3.5 for that.
Yeah, makes me hopeful. If I had the new workshop, I'd buy it. But I don't, so I'll have to wait till the next one when I do. It can sit in the corner and be renovated and painted and look lovely, and I'll sell it again. put a house on it and turn it. Why did you buy a VV56? Well, it reminded me of my early coding days. It reminded me of my early coding days in Visual Basic. How surprised was I when this turned up? Yeah, Circular Keith by Wood is in. Oh,
David Nichols
Unbelievable.
asking, has anyone had experience with the Jet 1640 lathe?
No.
There you go. Simple answer. No.
No. Is that the one with the? Is the 1640 the one with the Reeves drive?
Pete Corrigan is saying, question, is anyone skilled enough to turn me a new clutch for my car?
Pretty sure Wayne would be able to, but I don't think it would do much for your warranty.
No. The thing is that wooden clutch plates tend to get a bit on the warm side.
Nick Castle's in. Hodgepodge says, David, I believe they are pretty decent. There's one that my wood turning club uses. This is in reference to the Jet lathe.
All
David
right.
Nichols says, no, 2 belts, an electronic speed adjustment in each range. Good David Nichols. Woodworm Paul's in saying, hi, I'm in Earworms. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
Oh, Brian McCabe, thanks from the Wood Butcher. Oh, I like the name, Wood Butcher.
Hi, Brian. Keith. Keith, I need to message you. I need some abrasive, please.
Mr. Twisted of Pete says, I can turn you a new clutch. Maybe a high tooling cost supplement, though. Tell you what, this workshop is meltingly hot. Oh, Bernie LeBarry is in. Hello, Barry. Oh, we'll be down your way. We'll be down your way on Saturday, Barry. We're going to Sheppey. We're off down to the concrete place, so I'll give you a message, mate. If you're not busy, we'll say hi on the way past.
Saturday.
Saturday.
I
This Saturday.
thought you were having the open day on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here.
All right. Okay.
Hand the keys to the individual who's showing people around.
All right.
And then me, the missus, and the wee white shite all go on an adventure. In this case, we're going to Sheepness. And we stare at the water with a large unexploded ship. And he'll run around, piss on things, as he always does. And then we'll climb back into the car, get some tea, some coffee, whatever, and then head down. I think Katie, the Cornish maid, has just come in.
You wait until I take a breath, don't you?
Yep. Wendy says, you're going to Bluetown, Dale. I didn't know that place was still there. It is indeed, Wendy. It is indeed. We're going to the concrete place with all the cool stuff. We bought quite a lot of funky statues over the years from there. We're going to have one last recce to see if there's something that catches our eye. It's a great place. I mean, it's just, you get them at wholesale prices rather than garden centre prices. An amazing place. Down in Sheppey. Great. Love it.
That's a beautiful piece of wood, Wayne.
I still need to take some more off this. I've got a flat just here right at this punky bit.
That ripple on the other side is gorgeous.
Rent it out. Rent the flat out.
Right.
Dale, I'm having a look around. There's a workshop locked up. No, it's not. It's actually on the sale with an option to buy and intact. If someone wants to buy it fully equipped, they can buy it for fully equipped for 50k on the asking price for the house. I'll start Start off with a little wreck of power scroll saw. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I reckon
How
you've
long do you
probably
think that
got
would last?
got a couple of deltas you could use. Which I dare
Yeah,
say
but I
you'll
need to
keep.
sell them at the workshop. I'm definitely will. Keeping the goal is to empty the place. It's going to take about 3 days to empty it. Gerard, I think they do down there. They make flower pots out of all sorts of stuff. They cast all this amazing gear. Some of it's very twee and very garden centery. Other stuff is properly lovely.
Wayne, Katie's asking what you're making, please.
I'm just making a bowl, Katie.
It's a bowl.
I was on shop duty today, and I was doing other stuff yesterday, so I didn't have a lot of time to prep for tonight. So I thought I'd keep it fairly basic.
Zed said, Wayne is making something that used to be loggy boardy shaped into something roundy shaped.
I like where you're going with that.
Darren Colin saying, I hope that burl I got is as beautiful as the piece Wayne is currently turning, and I finally get to cut into it and turn.
Well, the guy who I bought the wee demo lathe off yesterday, was it yesterday? Well, whenever, has got some burrs which he tends not to use very often. He's got about 12 of them. So I've said, if you want to unload them, you know where to contact me.
Gerard says they've done a few flower pots. Sorry, after you, sir.
Brian McCabe saying, do you do inlays?
I have done inlays, yes, with epoxy glue, with GPS. What else have I used? Other bits of wood, brass powder, aluminium powder.
Brian says you just press the green stop for just press the green button for stop again. WTF? I can imagine him saying that. I can just hear his accent.
Because it's his age. It is. Quite old, you know.
Brian.
Yeah. He's actually in his 80s.
I thought he was quite young. I mean, I thought young Terry was the elder statesman of the group.
Brian, no, he's 85, 86, something like that.
Brian's 85, 86, so Terry's quite the youngster.
Yeah.
Okay. Good Lord.
Are you extracting the urine, Mark?
Yeah.
I thought you might be.
I hope I'm contributing.
He's telling me off hoovering up my workshop.
Cool. Gerard the French Tunnel says, I got a present of 6 huge older burr. Can't use them till I get a bigger lathe, and the MDI is too small and it would be wasted. Question. Milliput is good to use for an inlay, says Stephen Scott.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Oh, Brian says, upright steels up the shed. Oh, awesome, sir. Hope you're doing time lapses.
Wendy says, no way is Brian in his 80s. He is, Wendy. I think he's 86. I'm pretty sure he's 86. You'll be calling me every name in the book now.
Yeah, won't
that
you
in horse years, though? Oh, wait. Is that in horse years? Is he 86 in horse years?
86 in horse years, yeah.
Good Lord.
For inlay, to tell you the truth, I've used loads of different things for inlays. I've used coal dust. I've used gravel. But I would recommend, if you're using gravel, not to use any high-speed steel tools to turn it with. I used an angle grinder with a 40 grit abrasive paper on.
Isn't that like a breeze blow?
Yeah.
Spinning.
Stuart Ingerill's in. Hi, Stuart.
Steve Ashland Turner says, my golf course is surrounded by oak trees. One of them has a huge burr on it. I'm seriously tempted to pop over there in the middle of the night with a saw and a determined expression. Cool. Video it. You know, pictures or it didn't happen.
Just tell him you're protecting the tree. Just trimming it back.
Tell them you're a warlock preparing for a sacrifice. You know, and if I don't leave you now, you will cast a spell upon their souls and they'll have to scamper off into the distance. That's what you did to the tree. This one you're cutting down was your last victim.
Although, for the sake of Wayne's channel, we no way endorse or recommend that anybody would do any such thing.
No.
No,
if you're needing any names of people, what did I just spray on there?
Poo.
Have you just sprayed
Tears,
lacquer on that?
the tears of saddened angels. The tears of saddened angels. Well, that'll be interesting. You send that off. Question from Katie. She says, this might seem like a stupid question, but if you were making a bowl for cereal or something, how and what would you use to seal it? Well, the tears of saddened angels is what we've just seen, so that's a good place to start.
You can use certain types of resin. There is a resin within the UK that is used for food use, but personally, I wouldn't put any finish on it at all.
I actually like Pete's answer. He says, glue a ceramic bowl inside it. That works. Turn a wooden bowl, glue a ceramic bowl inside. Yep.
Mark Pritchard's in. Question. Ways, is your lathe bolted down?
No, it's not.
It's just heavy like.
Steve Bash, just as a side note, if you need an alibi, just message me and I'm sure I could provide one.
There may be a price involved.
Yeah. Wayne, is that definitely
section of the bowl?
This is definitely sand and sealer this time.
Not lacquer.
Not lacquer. And it's also empty.
Crumbs.
Right. Acrylic sand and sealer. Oh, there we go.
Cornish Maid says this in response to young Mr. Twisted Trees. She simply says, and I'm going to do my very best to communicate emotion. She goes, Pete. Copperall says, Spinny is not bolted down.
No, you can't,
Benjamin says,
can't change Spinny.
And
No,
Benjamin says, hello humans.
Big green Spinny isn't bolted down either.
I read Benjamin's comment. Sorry, sir. I'll shut up for a minute.
Coming to the end of that tin of sand and sealer has had some effect on it because it was sand and sealer I put on the first time. It just isn't working properly. So, next best thing, get the grit out.
You have 82 watching, young Wayne, and Gerard the French Turner poses a question. He asks, can you turn green burr and will it crack?
Yes, it will crack, but it cracks with good effects. Because obviously with it being a burr, it does not crack in straight lines. I actually prefer turning green. This is green. This has only been down around about 6 months, I think. I prefer turning green with burrs than turning dry.
Saying nothing.
If Joe's watching, start singing. If Glenn's watching, sorry. Sorry for Joe singing. I'm at the top of the list. I'm going to get beaten, whatever I say. I might as well have fun.
Right, turn the speed down to about 250 and start working the grid in.
Go on, Dale. Do the original.
I was just thinking, I like to move it. We're just now this part of the process. You can just imagine sort of Wayne as a northern version of King Julian from Madagascar when he's doing it, cleaning off the Yorkshire grip.
Does that make you Maurice?
No, I'm the little cute one with the big eyes.
That likes feet.
Mm-hmm.
You are deluded.
My world is filled with challenges and joy. In my own narrative. Join me.
Dies in. Die.
Evening,
Die's
Di.
just out of the pool. I don't know if you've seen Die's pool. Die's pool is made of galvanized steel, has a wheel at one end and handles at the other.
Gerard says, Dale, he was born in Madagascar.
I think we've found our Maurice.
Yeah.
Gerard the Fish Turner is clearly Maurice from Madagascar.
Hodgepodge says,
after you.
Hodgepodge says, Madrone is a good one to turn green, and then it will dry and contort into some wild shapes.
Yeah. How are we doing on time?
26
You're
minutes.
26 past the hour, young man. With
Grand.
86 beautiful people watching. Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, please hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go on, press that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. At the top of his chat, you will find a link to the one and only Rob CP's channel, where Rob recently turned some fantastic pieces. One piece in particular. He promises he doesn't swear much, too. So go and check him out. Down in the description, we find a link to Mark the Gentleman Woodturner's premiere tonight, I think.
Yep.
And a link to young Mr. Wayne's Buy Me a Coffee, which is really a wine, but it's really a coffee, but it's really a wine, which is really a coffee, it's really a wine, which is an offset charge to being able to buy stuff for the workshop. But either way, why not buy Wayne a coffee to say thank you for all the hard work he does in all of his lives, and go a little bit to make sure that the cost of producing this are met in a tiny bit.
So this is
the tree says that's a dangerous territory for me. I'm just repeating it. Joe, can you sing, please? Says Pete from Twisted Trees. My cat has decided it's too hot to sit on my lap. Needs something to scare her off.
Pete's going to recover from his broken ankle to find that he's got a broken leg soon.
So that was Hampshire Shane microcrystalline wax that I've just put on there. Just give that a quick buff up.
I must confess, Gerard, I mean, you say your family was born in La Réunion, the French overseas territory. I may have pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Besides Seychelles, and your grandfather then moved to Madagascar, where you were born. And after that, you moved to France, age 7. Cool. That's awesome, sir. And now I've just a picture of you turning dressed as King Julian. I'm sorry. It's just an image I'm holding. Pete from Twisted Tree says, resting on a chair, Colin, which is why I can't get away from the cat. Try pushing it in a ferocious manner off your lap.
No, you don't do that. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes.
They always dig their claws in.
Do it. You have around 90 people watching, sir.
Excellent. Right, let's get the inside hollowed out again. I didn't do very good with trimming this piece, so this is all over the place as well.
And John McDonald tells us he's just finished bolting his VB down, and he's turning a 48-inch Oh, the squeak root ball, and the lace is dancing a bit.
Well, we actually had Glyn's VB trying to dance. That was with a 3 foot by 12-inch piece of ash on it. And that was bolted down. And Glyn's VB is bolted down very well. It sits on top of, I think it's 2 foot of reinforced concrete. And the bolts that it's bolted onto go all the way down the 2 foot.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct, Wayne. I remember Glenn telling me that the bolts disappear through the floor and are tightened up on the other side at a half-mile down mine shaft. So you've got the bolts running all the way down to it, so it's bolted on the bottom side, kind of thing, inside the mine. We have a lovely Ruby Claire is in.
Good evening, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Eric Tinkler says, hi, Tubby. I feel that may be a mistake.
Wayne the Big Booties is in. Is Valerie? Hi, Wayne and Valerie.
Valerie.
Evening, Wayne.
Hi, Mr.
Valerie.
Cheeky. The original Sheffield Thrasher.
I'll put that down. Yes,
I am
right
absolutely roasting in this workshop. Not
I'm
to
just
self.
gonna give
Make
my
sure the next
gouge.
one is aircon.
Just going to give my gouge a quick sharpen.
John Foster's in. Wendy from Tinder Pinch Crashes encourages to buy Eric. I wonder how much Eric costs.
That's better. I'm going to carefully cut this rim because it's getting a lot of blowout where the soft punky part is.
Ruby says, oh, gorgeous piece of wood with 2 hearts.
There we are.
Yeah, it is
Now,
actually.
I'm still getting some blowout there, but not to worry, not to worry.
£10 features. Dale Douglas among them says, Dale, open the door. He's looking for some tools.
Nope. Nah, nada. No way. No, not how. No. No. Nine. Not even 3. Hello. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined in the workshop this evening by the ever lovely Mr. Andy Heal. Alright, hey.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hello. I can hear you, mate. Everyone say hi, Andy.
I did.
Actually, for those interested, Andy has brought me some Thatcher's Gold to consume, all the way from Bournemouth.
Lewis is asking, question for pen turners. Is a 1/5 horsepower lathe okay for pens? I'd say no. Just me.
If it's only one, is it a half horsepower?
No, well, he says a 1/5 horsepower.
Fifth
Who's that?
horsepower,
What's
so it's
that?
not even like one half of a pantomime horse.
I'd say no, because I think you're probably going to struggle with the finishing.
What I would say, done more.
Pens are turned better at high speed, especially with the finishing.
You've got previous on this kind of recommendation. Oh, be careful. See Jamie Page for details.
Yeah, okay. Wayne Hodgepodge has got a
Is
question
your
for you.
friend.
Yeah.
He says, find my mouse, where is it?
Excuse me.
Is there something in the wood dulling the tools? It seems hard for green wood.
Oh, that's because it's oak. That's the only reason it is. It's because it's oak.
Pete's
Take that.
answered Lewis's question. He said no, 1/5 is going to struggle with anything more than model work.
Or really, really gentle cut. The sort of cuts that will take you several years to make.
That kind of power, it's going to bog down as soon as you start roughing anything. I'm never going to live that down. Speed is your friend.
Never. It's legend. It's on video.
Yeah.
QQ says we visited by Colin. What sort of speed are you talking about, Mark? Got some resin pen blanks coming soon.
2,000 minimum. RPM, the resin pen blank.
I can see the third shower of the day coming up after this set in the hot cup. Wayne, you have 84 watching, 42 thumbs up. Remember, people, if you like what Wayne's doing, go on, hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. By clicking on the notification bell, you get to find out when Wayne's doing new content all the time. And if you hit that thumbs up, what you're doing is telling the YouTube algorithm that not only do you like Wayne's content, do you like any of the content he tags and alongside the video for wood turning, small quick sponsor, and show up more wood turning related items. At the top of the chat, we have a link to the ever sweary, sorry Rob, the ever talented Rob CP, who has done some a fantastic piece over his channel. So please go and check that out and subscribe. Rob's doing some fantastic work.
Tell you the truth, I'm fairly certain he only swore once yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, that's
sure?
That's when he got a wee catch with his skew chisel.
He reckons 3 times.
All right, okay.
Lewis says he's found a like new pen lathe with mandrels and tools very cheap. I think you've answered your own question there. If it's the 1/5 horsepower lathe and it's very cheap for a reason. Hi, Adrian.
Okie doke. So, I mentioned earlier on a concrete garden place. A place that makes concrete garden ornaments and a whole bunch of other things. There's the link. Keith from Circular Wood by Keith requested it. Go check them out. If you're down this part of the world, give it a go and make some good stuff if you want to decorate your garden.
Got rid of that.
I'm a fan of the Easter Island heads, to be fair.
And because she just mentioned it, there's a link in the chat to Wendy from Tune Pitch, her YouTube channel. Go check out what she does. Awesome resin work. And she does indeed have some beautiful burr and resin pen blanks to spare.
I wondered where you were going with that.
I was being the gentleman that I am.
Doesn't matter, but still wondering.
I'm already on Joe's hit list. I don't need to be on Wendy's hit list as well.
My broken fingers beginning to heal up. It no longer hurts incredibly when I bend it. Even also Woodham. Olsen from Woodham Tunning says, so what's occurring here, Worms? Looks like Wayne's tunning something very dry.
No spare.
Lionel's in.
Hi, Lionel.
Bonsoir, Lionel. Benjamin's in.
There goes the neighbourhood.
Yeah, I'm in the... Mark, by the way, I hope you are going to work on your tan. On your Facebook posted picture, you look very, very, very white.
That was just a reflection off of the water.
Yes, but you can have more than one. Doug Miller says, Douglas, I would think a 1.5 would be a fine size for that rig.
David Eisenhower's in. Hi, David.
Hello, David.
You're coming in for a bit of stick, Mark. I'll leave you to answer.
It's just a reflection off the water in the hot tub. That's all it was.
Right. I feel Brian is with us on this view. Lionel would say is being quite he's being quite nationalist or stereotypical in his comment. Glenn's in. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
I like to move it. Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, Ben. You've been very quiet. That's why I only just noticed you.
He's having
It's not like you at all.
Apparently, my workshop is a reasonable 26 degrees and 62% humidity. I fear for a pale-faced Scotsman, this is too warm. Right, I'm going to have some iron brew. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Right, I've had some iron brew. How's it back? Aye, lad, but I'm say Scotland, so it doesn't apply to me. And I don't think, somehow I can't quite picture. No, can't quite picture Mark wearing socks with his sandals. I think he may be guilty of a great many crimes, but I don't think that would be one of them. You know, I mean, fashion faux pas, see socks and a tutu for details, are known, but I don't feel this one will be one of them. Kazam is in. Well, how are you?
Ian in the shed's asking, how long's your lathe been called spinny?
A couple of weeks.
And Ruby's asking, why so thick? I assume she means the bowl.
I find this type of bowl with this type of wood looks better as a chunky bowl rather than a thin one. But that's just my personal preference.
Ruby's just told me off. Sorry, Ruby.
You're not going on a summer holiday, even though you've had a jab or two.
That was our favourite song in the army when we were moving out on exercise.
We're all going on a summer holiday.
Oh my, Wendy.
Wendy says, and
yeah.
Oh, go on. After you.
You're definitely doing this one.
Wendy says she loves the thickness, Wayne.
You know, Wendy has got this way of seeing things.
Wayne's quietly dying behind his lathe.
Any minute now he's going to bite
really
his knuckle from laughing. Question, asks Adrian. Wayne, why do you prefer a powered sander over an inertia sander?
Personal preference is something that basically I have used ever since I started turning, is a power sander. Ever since they started bringing out the foam. Oh God, what do you call them?
Arbors.
Foam pads.
Arbors. Yeah, the foam. Ever since they started bringing out the foam arbors, I have always used power sander on bowls.
Young Cuz has said this, Wayne. Are you ready for this? He says, remember, Cuz is 12. Surprised that song was even out when you were in the army, Wayne. Knew the song was old, but didn't think it was that old.
Cheers, Cuz.
Cars, have they taken the stabilizers off your bike yet? Apparently, you're getting demanded to sing.
There's your face. Light brown, Yorkshire gritty.
That wasn't singing. That was desperately cantering through it.
Yeah, I've got to say though, Joe does an absolutely brilliant impression of Mark doing that fast version.
I only did it because Joe told me to. Joe's in the chat saying, "Sing, Mark." He's trying to reduce my position on the list of death. Gus says, all the abuse I get for being young, it's only fair I give it back.
Yes. If
you moved a few mile up the road, cuz you could get even more abuse.
Kids these days, eh? No respect for their elders.
Remember, you're not old, you're a survivor. They have to prove themselves. They've not made that far yet. You know, so young Kaz is merely an amateur. He's barely got going at this game. Most other people around him have been doing it for years.
Read Ben's out. Read God.
Oh, are you ready for this? Wayne, in all your many years of turning, what do you think has been a game changer in terms of tools development?
Who's asking that?
Mark Benjamin.
High-speed steel. In terms of tool development, definitely high-speed steel. When I started turning, a lot of the tools were high-carbon steel, not high-speed steel.
Can someone go round and check and Mark? I feel he may have died. Get my Kappa machine, someone, please.
What did somebody say?
It's just the way
that many.
The many
from Ben kind of thing.
Oh dear, sorry.
You know, well, you know how you count like that. It's like 1, 2, 3, many 1, many 2, many 3, lots. Terry says, Ben, I think it was the invention of electricity.
Rex B's got a question. Hold on, Rex B's got a question.
Yet. Go on.
What is the piece of wood between the bowl and under Wayne's left arm, rectangular, possibly a tenon jig, under the top shelf below the cordless drills?
That. The square one. That one.
Yeah. Oh, that's
my hot air gun. That's my hot air gun jig for putting in the tool post. So I can sit the hot air gun in there and have the lathe running very slowly when I'm drying paint and things. And it helps prevent the formation of bubbles when you dry paint too quick.
All manner of shortcomings.
And there we have it. I
still reckon a toaster oven is a weapon of choice for that.
Ben, you crack me up, mate. Sorry, that's proper tickled.
Can we just comment for it? Can we just check? Have you got to go and dry off? I mean, it was like, I mean, there was definitely a moment there when it sounded like you may be having a little tinkle.
I had to take the headphones off and everything.
Get rid of all the shavings off my nose, Matt.
Jason Leveron's joined just in time.
Good evening. Right, and there it is. Just a nice little
mate. Love it.
burr elm bowl.
Yeah.
I will have to sand the mortise because, as you can see, it's got black marks on there from where the chuck's been. So I will have to sand that back.
Is that the yoke? The tannins that do that.
Yeah, that's the tannins in the yoke that's done that. Okay. What I'll do, just give us 2 minutes and I'll go into the house and I'll bring out the bowl that I did a fortnight ago and announce who is winning it from my Instagram followers. I don't know if people misunderstood the directions I give or the instructions I give, but I had loads of people putting likes on there and not many people commenting.
Oh, don't leave me with this lot. They scare me. Don't leave me alone with this lot. Take me with you.
Right. I'll be 2 minutes.
Florida bearded woodworkers in. Hi, Florida.
Right, folks. Don't go away. Stick around. Stick around. He's coming back with a gorgeous piece that he did as part of his giveaway for 1,000 followers on Instagram. Originally, Wayne the Woodturner account got hacked and he couldn't recover it, so he's had to start again from scratch. So he's made it to 1,000 followers. So if you're not a follower of Wayne over there on Instagram, go over there and see and subscribe to him. You subscribe wrong to him. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He posts fantastic pictures of all his work over there. You should really, 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 really follow him there. Best place to see his work, because every piece he does here on the show, you get to see it fully finished. It's a fantastic sort of balance he's got. Here he's back. Don't tell him I said anything good about him, though, right? Just between us. Shh, shh.
Here's the link to his Instagram.
That's it. That's the one I did a couple of weeks ago with the Joe Sonia's Iridescence and the little swirly thing, the very expensive painting effect thing that Jane bought us from the range for kids. Yep. Obviously,
that's impressive. It's extremely impressive. Very expensive tooling it was too.
Very expensive. So the winner of this, and I haven't seen him in the chat tonight, but the winner of this is Huey Lionheart, our very own Shug.
Hey.
So I'll message him when I get back in the house and let him know that he's won that. And just a final look. That's the bowl I've done tonight. Have a quick measure, see what sort of size it is. So it's ended up at around about 9.5 inches diameter by 2.5 inches deep. So that's where it's finished off with microcrystalline wax. I'll probably give it another couple of coats and get it buffed up nicely. And that is us for tonight. Thanks very much, everybody, for coming along.
I can't help myself. I've got to say it. What kind of coats?
Go on then.
Sort of parkas, sort of overcoats, small jackets?
No. With the summer coming, it's just going to be a light jacket.
Light jacket. Right-o.
Right, I'll bring these two reprobates back in.
Oh, that was
just for me to press the button. Right, I'm going to press the button, guys. Again, thanks very much for coming in. Don't forget to go over and check out Rob CP's channel. It's all good stuff on there. And don't mind the swearing. Us Geordies do that a lot.
Bottom.
I'll see you all later.
Right. Night, everybody.